All right, hi, this is Atticus, and welcome to Railroad Corporation 2 Early Access. We're playing the campaign mission called North Subjugation. We're on the fourth and final chapter, and this will be our fourth and final part on that chapter. We're going to wrap it up in this episode, one way or another. So, we have to ramp up steel production to 20 a month. Now, we have installed a steel mill in Huntington, and it's making our steel for us. And we're going to make sure that we are hauling it away so that it'll keep producing. And we have a train right here, Huntington steel to the port, that's about to come back to get another load. And I think that's the only one we have. Let's see. And I think we want to and make sure that this is running all the time. Huntington steel to the port. I only see the one, so let's copy that train. So we have a couple of them running. And what I've decided to do, I'd said that I wanted to have every item coming to Huntington to kind of declare success. I'm going to go back on that and just wrap this up. Honestly, I'm getting a little tired of this one. The arbitrary goals don't mean a whole lot. We were able to build Huntington, Charleston, Williamson. We were able to build Huntington, Charleston, Williamson. We've got Ashland growing. I think what I want to do is wrap this one up and then go open up the sandbox, play with it a little bit, and then kind of stop on Railroad Corporation 2 until it has more content and some more major updates. So we've pushed it about as far as we can push it right now, given the nature of the beast being an early access game. So let's finish this off. We got plenty of coal. Okay, we're carrying off our steel now. Our challenge now will be to maintain the iron ore. Now we're carrying the iron ore from out here at an iron ore mine, which clearly isn't producing enough iron. That's one thing. Out here in Stanton. Now our track runs like this, comes down, kind of has its own dedicated track, and then it comes down here to Charleston, and then it has to kind of play along with these other trains that are going back and forth through here. And one of the things that I've noticed is that these don't work correctly. If you have a big train, it seems like, and seems ridiculous to me, but it seems like it wants a full track way out ahead, many signals ahead before it'll go. Almost like however long it's going to be, that many signals. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what's happening either, because I can't see how that would be programmed. But what I do know is that these trains don't advance to their next block the way they should. These are just directional signals. They're not chain signals, to my knowledge. They're just block signals with directions. And that means that if this one is green, that train, whether it can get all the way through it or not, doesn't matter. It should go. And these larger trains don't seem to do that. I think they've got some work to do on the signals. Anyway, where I'm going with that is we'd like to get this Charleston to Huntington portion of this faster. And I want to do it and avoid any intersections, and I want to avoid any going up and down with my track, right? Because we've seen that really slows things down and doesn't work as well as it should. So what I want to do here, I think, is extend this. We'll make Charleston a bigger station. And I want to move all these guys out here, right? So I'm going to take this track. We're going to knock this track down right here. And we're going to move it in and have it go to this fifth track. So this one connection. Now, I said avoid intersections, and we're going to, but this particular type where you kind of intersect with the station itself seems to work just fine. I haven't had any problems with it to speak of. So let's do that. So, and that also shows us that if we wanted to, and I kind of tended to play the original game like this a lot. You do these little point-to-point connections, and you can actually have 5 different tracks coming in from this side and 5 more over here if you want. And that should work just fine. Famous last words, but it should work. Now, what I'd really like to do is have my the iron ore come in here and then swing over to dedicated track that goes into Huntington over here on a 5th track, right? So I think we've already built it right there. So I'd like to have track that comes along parallel to this, but it's dedicated to the iron ore, because that's the only way we're going to get enough throughput. We're not going to be able to wait on all these other trains. So we're going to have to force these trains to want to use this. So we're going to, let's use some waypoints and see if they work. That'd be a good test. This train right here, I'm going to Charleston to Huntington, coal. I'm going to copy this, but I'm going to make it a Mason Bogey. Is that our good train? Yes, a Mason Bogey. And I'm going to go yeah, and then I'm going to edit it because it'll hold more. It should hold, Mason Bogey should hold more. No, duh. How could that be? Uh, 12 and 12. Now that was interesting. It did 12 and 12. Is that right? And oh, this was 12. So the 10-wheeler can haul the same amount as a Mason Bogey? No way. Tech details, 481 tons. If we look at a Mason Bogey, tech details. Oh. The 10-wheeler can haul more. Oh, that's because we upgraded it more, right? Yeah, we did. We upgraded. We've upgraded the 10-wheeler completely. The Mason Bogey, we're just letting it sit flat because we were going to go to electric. And don't worry, I'll go to electric in the sandbox, I think. Like I said, I'm getting tired of this one. So there's no point really. It's weird. Oh, Mastodon. That's what I want. I wanted the Mastodon. So there it is. That's the one I wanted. All right. So that T39, I'm just going to destroy it. Okay. And T40, it should hold more. Yeah. See, we got room down here. Okay, good. Sorry. Okay. It can hold 17. Going to Charleston. There we go. And then I'm going to delete this train right here. And then we're going to go into track mode again, remove track. And let's just take this track and move it over here like this. And, oh wait. How could that be? 1. Yeah, I guess we could just go, since we made this one go into 1, we can have this one go into 2, like this. And like that. and these are kind of this. We won't have a signal here. Yeah, that's nice. That looks good. I like how they allow you to kind of set your intersection right at here. It almost makes me want to do that a lot. It's just because I like to. All right, so now we've got. Let's fix our signals on this line. And the obligatory plea for automatic building of signals along long stretches of track. We all know what I'm going to cry about. All right, let's go here. Let's do a double. Out like this. Don't have any idea what that green circle is. I mean, literally zero idea. I've heard theories. None of them really hold water. All right, so we only got one track here, so let's just do this guy, which is nice. And on the other end, it'll go into 2 tracks. Okay. And I'll tell you what we'll do. I think the way oh no, you know what? The way the routing on these trains works, I think it'll take whatever available track it can get. So we're going to have to explicitly tell these trains here to run on certain track, or they're all just going to take whichever, which maybe that's okay. You know, that's okay. If we have 2 sets of track, you can actually pick your poison, right? Okay, the signals in the station are right. Let's go one way. God bless it, I didn't even... It just... Sorry. Forgive me. As we've said, if you're hovering over the track and you try to adjust the track settings, it will lay some more signals for you. Or the signal settings, I meant. One way going that way, yeah. And some more. Look at that. I hit that and it laid one over. They got to fix that. That's not acceptable. If I have this right here, I click this and I happen to be over track, it puts down a semaphore. That's absolutely a defect. Sorry. Let's get some signals going in here. Okay. All right. Now we've just given them twice as much capacity. Maybe that'll be enough. I don't know. And how many trains do we have? This guy here, around 32, around number 32. So let's go right in here and look. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4. Let's run. 5 and 6. And let's match up. Let's go. We know we're going to have to produce more. So we're running 3 of these every 48 seconds. Every 16 seconds, we want 1. Oh, wait a minute. What level are we? That's just level 1. Production time's 24 seconds. Let's just match it to maybe... Let's see if we can't match it to the consumption rate here. The consumption is... I think the way you read this is 10... It makes 10 every 225 seconds. So it creates a demand for 10 every 225 seconds. And I think that's like simulating a barge rolling in who wants steel into that port in Portsmouth. So 10 every 225 would be every 22 and a half seconds. We want to have a production of 22 and a half seconds. And this is 24 seconds, which isn't quite that fast. We'll upgrade it to level 3 which is 16 seconds, which is very fast, but it's too fast, but that's okay. It also gives us more storage, so we'll be less likely to choke the system and stop producing. So 16 seconds. So if our target is 16 seconds, we go out here to Stanton. We look at our iron mine. We're at 15 seconds. How could that be? Is that right? Our supply time is 15 seconds. Wow. Are you kidding me? A level 1 iron ore mine. Oh, I must be missing the multiplier on how many you need. Let me look at this again. Every 16 seconds it needs 3. That's more like it. So every 5 seconds we need to be producing one out here. So this needs to get down to 5. So let's upgrade it to 8. Let's upgrade it again to 5. There we go. Now our level 3 iron ore is matching our level 3 steel mill, which makes sense. And let me say again, if I haven't said this before, I think I have, but maybe I've just thought it. Who knows? I think this is sad that this is set in seconds, but I don't think those seconds have anything to do with days, right? They're two completely different points of view. And how in the world am I supposed to? I don't know how to sync all this up. It seems to me like they should be consistent. This should be something like how many does it make a day or whatever. But it's okay. It's okay. We can absolutely work with what we got. I think it does work. All right, and I was going to stop on that topic, but just to beat a dead horse, here's a great example of it, just in case I'm not being clear of what I'm saying. We have a goal of averaging 20 steel per month, right? But we see here that the port warehouse will accept 225 in 10 seconds. So every 22 seconds, it'll accept one. 22 seconds, that's almost 3 a minute, right? That's 180 an hour. That's a lot in a day. And we're trying to get our production up to 20 a month, right? See, the two don't even sync together at all. Down here, it says that we can produce 2 steel every 16 seconds. That's way, way more than 20 a month, right? So I personally, I'd like to see all of it be consistent and make more sense. But anyway, all right, you get the idea. All right, so let's just run this and see how this goes. The other thing we have to watch for is, let's speed it up a lot. And we'll watch like this guy here and see how he behaves. He's running on his dedicated track right now, and I'm interested in seeing, and this matters because you want to kind of get this stuff straightened out. If you've got a goal for production, plus you just want to make as much money as you can, and you should look at your demand and try to be producing that much and be capable of moving that much along. See what happens to him when he gets here. He's going to slow all the way down, of course, in the station, then he's going to go back out. But he went right back out, and he went out on that new track that we gave him. That's pretty nice. And I will tell you that offline, I tried taking this track, moving it over here, going over with bridges and down. I tried doing intersections on both sides. You don't want any of those things. You want to use your cities as your intersections. So he's going to roll in here, and there should be more coming behind him, I would hope. Yeah, see, we're having a hard time keeping enough steel here. So yeah, you can see we're making 2 every 16 seconds, and it says we've made 4 this month. Nah, sorry, no, that's not exactly right, is it? We have this guy as trumped up as we can get him. Anything else we could do? No, nothing else we can do. We can level this up, make it even cheaper. That's it. We're done. It's as good as stations we're going to get with a depot in it. Okay, I'm sorry if this seems a little disjointed, but I've had multiple interruptions. You know, I'm not exactly in a professional studio doing this, but we're just going to let this puppy run, and we'll try to see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh man, the trains have stopped in here, and I don't know. I'm starting to run into a defect with the signals. I may just have to just quit playing the game for a while. Okay, that signal might have been bad in the tunnel. I don't know why it would be. It didn't show anything wrong before. Why would it suddenly... I don't get it. They've got some work to do on the signals. They really do. They're not there by any stretch. And I feel like I sound like I'm just complaining about the game, and I truly don't mean to. I really do like the game. I like the potential of the game. I'm also going to... what are we going to do here? Let's put in another repair shop. Let's speed up our maintenance. Let's speed up our refueling. If you run out of options for upgrades, that means you need to make a bigger station. So we'll just we're just going to make this a large station, level 5 station. We'll make our refueling as cheap as we can. Why not? We'll make our maintenance as cheap as we can. This would be something you probably want to do all over the map eventually. Is there anything else we can do? Nope, we're done. Okay. So what we want to see is we want to see trains constantly loading this stuff. That means we're getting it out of here as fast as we can. To that end, I'm going to actually add a couple more trains to this line. Then we're going to go back here and watch our traffic, and it looks pretty good. Having four, 2 tracks each way between Huntington and Charleston is really helping here. Yeah, see, this iron train took this set of tracks. That first one took that track over there. So this is working nicely. They're just taking whichever one's available. I got this train crawling for some reason. I'm not sure why. Now here's the disadvantage of having the point-to-point. They sometimes wait as the train comes out. But otherwise, it runs very smoothly. We're keeping iron in here. Iron ore, kind of, sort of. We got plenty of coal. It's not a problem. I mean, if we wanted more money, we could just sell some to the city. This coal mine. Sell in town. We'll just fill the town up with coal. Can't keep grain in here fast enough. See, we've run out right here. This is no good. But we're up to 18 now this month, so we're doing okay. We're going to make it. We're making 20 this month. We're going to have to get above. This is a rolling average, so we're just going to have to keep producing until we have enough of it going. We just need more. If we really want to get into this, well, we've got more iron coming. And here's more iron here. This is looking pretty good. We'll get there. It's not perfect. If you again, here's what you would do. You'd put your iron ore. Like if we wanted to really make more iron, we would just go out here, and we would lobby for an industry slot. We'd put in an iron mill, and then we would go out here and do our searches and find some coal nearby and run it in there and have another one going. So that would make it easy to do. And you really do want your industries where your raw materials are in this game. It's just way more efficient, but I think we're looking pretty good. We've already made 10. We're halfway through the month. So we shouldn't have any issues. Well, I see we're still not getting enough iron. Are we emptying this out? We are not even close. We need more trains. Oh, no, crap. Now they're stopping back here. The tunnel signals seem to be causing a problem. Now they're going to have to wait for the whole time. So we're going to give them another... Oh. This is going to make an intersection, but... Okay. I mean, we're both problem solving and defect identifying at the same time. And I guess that's kind of the nature of early access, isn't it? So we're going to come down here like this and then merge if it'll let us. I don't want to do a merger, but we're going to have to. 1.3 million and it won't build it. Why? Oh, there's a train on the road. Well, of course there is. Okay. I think they're talking about this one. We'll confirm that. And then we'll go... and before trains start running on it, I thought I built a track. What happened? I thought I confirmed and built track there. It's not. We have to review the tape to see what happened on that. Here. 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 There. This other train's going to have to get out of the way. Can we just do this? Okay, I'm going to pause it. I want to make this one-way track like that. And then I want to go out here and find that point where it joins and build another track like this. What I'm trying to do is, if we got that big tunnel and we don't trust the tunnel signals, and maybe they work, maybe they don't. Seems like they don't. Then we'll just give it more track, give it more options. We've already seen that more options can work pretty nicely. So let's go. Let's see. Let's go to these two signals. Make this one way, that's correct. This one will probably be 1, 2, 3, 4. One way. Oh crap. I'm on the wrong one. It's this one. Activate one way, the other way. Okay. And we'll put some signals where we can on this. Maybe leading into the tunnel. And on the other side of it, it's a big tunnel. Alright, so now we've given them more options. Yeah, it's already using them. See, we've got one going out on this set and one one going out on this side. So I don't know if we need more trains or just better track or what. But man, that's coming out of that one little iron ore mine. That's quite the setup, isn't it? With a 4 wide tunnel and the whole bit. We've bumped our average up to 12. If I see this go down near 0, I'm going to copy a train and add more trains and just keep adding them until we always have one kind of waiting at the station. Now see here we're getting the delays. Alright, this isn't working. Or is it? Yeah, why isn't this train here moving up to here? These are not chain signals. It's not supposed to be looking 2 or 3 ahead. It's supposed to be looking at the very next block. That's how signals work. And I get the idea that they have to wait for the train to get all the way through the tunnel, which is silliness, but it is what it is. Alright, now this is good. This one moved up. That's good. It moved up to here. They're all coming out this side. They shouldn't. I guess we could set some of the trains to run on one side, some of the trains to run on the other with waypoints, but look at this, we've made 0 steel this month. It's going to ruin us because we're not getting anything out there. I'm kind of stubbornly wanting to make this work, even though I don't like the design. Where I would prefer, again, we would move the steel production out to the iron ore, find some coal near it, out by itself where it's not, you know, in a big city like this with a lot of other traffic. But I want to make the steel mill because that's Inco. That's where my dad worked. That's I worked a summer job there. I want income. I want Heiner's Bread. I want Huntington Industry. That's where my mom worked. I worked for them as well. Ashland Oil. A lot of my friends worked at Ashland Oil. I should have made a glass factory here. Owens would have made Owens, Illinois, where other friends worked. Okay, we made 20 this month. I mean, the other thing we could do is just kill all the other trains going between Huntington and Charleston. But I don't want to do that. And I think the fact that we've given them 2 options is allowing them, we're not being held up here, right? When these guys come down to Charleston, they just stop and they go. That's the only delay they have, and that gets them on track that's moving them to Huntington efficiently. And they're moving in and out of Huntington efficiently, it seems like. So that's not our problem. Our problem's more with the up here with that tunnel and trying to get the signals to work and all that. And are we unloading this thing? We're not even close. More trains. The answer is always more trains, right? Now it's April 10th. We've made 10. That's good. We're gaining ground, so I'm just going to let this run. I don't have anything else to say. Again, bad design in terms of where you place your steel mill, but again, I'm doing it for personal reasons, not for anything else. Oh, I know what else I could do, just to show you something. This is ridiculous. All right, we've got a polygraph factory. This town doesn't want bricks or books, right? So we're going to go lobby, and we're going to do industry land. 3 twos. 1, 2, 3, go. So we'll wait until we get that social land. Williamson wants tools. That would give us a different place to ship. Oh, they've got the lumber mill. Oh, we could do tools, and that'd give us another place to ship our steel. So we're up to 22 this month. The month's about to end, so our average went up to 18. We're getting there. I think we're okay. We'll get there. We're still, I don't think, emptying this out, are we? No, not even close. Oh, good. Now, at least this guy had the sense to take this free track over here. That was good. Okay, Williamson. Did I ask for industry land? I did not mean that. I'm sorry. That is not what I meant to do. What I meant to do is get social land. 222. Okay. Oh, there is one right here. All right, we're going to buy this, purchase the land, and then we're going to put in a bookstore to generate a desire for books. And we're going to set this bookstore to sell in town. Check both. If I have any, make sure there's 5 in the city. So there we go. We start making money on our bookstore. In the meantime, we're lobbying for another social land in Williamson, right? And we'll get that in a minute. Here we go. We got it. Now, what do you think we're going to put here? We're going to put a bookstore. Now, before I do it, look at the demand for books. It's every 590 seconds. Now, I'm going to build another bookstore. And now our demand is every 295 seconds. So what do you think I'm going to do next? I'm going to lobby Williamson for more social land in 60 days. I got to wait 60 days and then I'll lobby. All right, we're up to 18. We produced 18, 20. Ugh. There. Guess we made it. All right, so we finished it. So you saw what I was doing with the bookstores. You just keep adding bookstores, and your rate of consumption keeps going up, and you're already making them right there. So you can max out the production of your factory to match the consumption in that town, and not have to ship them anywhere, and just print money. So I'll leave you with that thought. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player, or perhaps a more abusive player. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railroad Corporation 2 video. Thank you.